Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Diggs. It's another beautiful morning out here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm joined today by Cheshire, my fat orange cat behind me. And today, we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about Marial. You see, I left Twitch chat on there, so I'm just going to pop it off real quick. And let's talk about Marial, because she is one of the units that I am really excited for. She is an MR unit, and I think she's one of the best MR units that's going to be coming out for a while. Her primary job is Spellblade, secondary job is Arithmetician, and third job is Thief. Her primary weapon is swords. Her TMR is the Flying Sword, which is a sword that has HP 62, attack 64, magic 108. Don't you worry about that though, because you're going to want to chase Lohengrin for her. You're not going to be wanting to use her TMR. It does have a 15% chance to decrease the spirit of your opponent, and her mastery ability is very unique with an increased chance of being targeted on herself, and also increased area resistance 15% for herself as well. She does have 15% weakness to dark, and she is weak to pierce and fist weapons. However, she has 10% missile resistance and 10% magic resistance. And where Marial really becomes interesting is in her stats. As an MR unit, she has 2420 HP. That ranks her as the 12th highest HP in the game. She also gets an additional 15% HP and an additional 27 from her board. Her attack is 79, but that's not important because you're going to be using her for her magic. She has 204 base magic. That puts her at the 19th highest magic in the game, with an additional 51 from her board stats. That is incredible. Her base agility is 49, putting her at 68 out of 99. However, she gets an additional 10 agility, putting her at a prompt 59, making her absolutely viable. And with that Thief sub, she is going to have access to agility up and a movement up passive, which you'll most likely have set on her. And so you don't have to worry too much about her speed. She has a dexterity of 137 and a luck of 154. Her luck is actually really high at 20 out of 99, and she also gets an additional 30 luck as well. Overall, so far, she's an amazing unit, and personally, I am excited to use her to farm faster. Running Little Leela, running Ildira, I mean, they farm so quickly. I can throw a Lohengrin on Marial, and she's going to be almost as fast as Ildira. She's going to have access to calculator abilities. I mean, she's going to be an amazing AoE farming unit. So I am very excited for her. In terms of her passives, she does have a Blessing of the Dark Spirits, which you're probably going to turn off. Height 3 to Height 2 I would actually turn off as well, and acquired AP up. I have a feeling you're going to be running her primarily calculator sub, with Thief Knowledge for the move 1 and agility plus 12%, and for the level 4 to level 3 to make use of the upgraded Vanishka, level 3 Vanishka. I would not use the level 3 Vanishra, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. In terms of counter, you have Magic Guard, Quick Action, and Damage Distribution. I think it's really clear, just from the calculator units that I've been using myself, Damage Distribution is such a powerful counter, and it can really be the difference between winning and losing a battle. And in PvE, it's a wonderful way to keep your unit alive. And honestly, with the amount of HP that Marial has, you're going to want to have this. It's going to be great for her. She's not going to die in one hit. She's probably going to have at least a little bit of durability. I mean, you're going to want to go for it. In terms of her primary kit as a Spellblade, I would actually turn almost everything off except for Vanishka Sword and Magic Barrier. You don't really need Chicken Sword, you don't really need Silent Sword, Bio Sword, or Banish Sword. Honestly, they don't really have the range, and to be frank, you're probably not even going to be using Vanishka Sword because you're most likely going to be running her sub-calculator. An important note here is all of her attacks are modified by magic, except they're also modified by slash attack. So magic attack up will not benefit her, but plus magic will, and slash attack up. Running Rune Knight sub, I don't see it being fully viable unless you want her to kind of draw aggro. She does get magic resist, which is going to give 38% resistance for 3 turns to herself and allies. And she also gets Attract spell, which is going to be 121% increased chance of being targeted ability. In terms of like MR tanks, she's really more of like an evasion, if anything, tanky unit. I just don't see her subbing Spellblade, maybe in a parallel universe, but honestly, I don't see it happening. I think she's going to be much more focused on her sub-calculator abilities. Now, her sub-calculator abilities, she literally has everything. She has High Cure, she has Height Banish, she has Height 3 Disable, Height 2 Disable, she has CT Average, she has level 4 Vanishra, level 3 Vanishra, level 4 Vanishka, level 3 Vanishka. I would recommend turning off level 4 Vanishra and level 3 Vanishra, just because you're going to have access to Vanishka, so you should probably be casting that instead of Vanishra, since they're both instant, and Vanishka is going to deal significantly more damage. CT Average is actually really surprising because I do believe Little Leela does not have access to this. So it's interesting that she gets this with her sub job. It's almost like Sub Arithmetician gains access to the entire sub calculator kit, which is really crazy. Well, especially for Marial. Like, it almost feels like the entire calculator kit has been given to her. Height 3 Disable, you're not going to be using. I would just focus on High Height Banish, High Height Cure, and the Vanishka for most of the PvE content. You're honestly going to be running Sub Calculator if you're going to be running her. You're most likely not going to be running Sub Thief, but maybe you're going to need to utilize her for Steal Time. She does have access to Mug, I believe, here as well. But honestly, all of these attacks are modified by physical, right? So Confusion Dagger, Mug, they're all physical modified attacks. You do get access to Steal, you do get access to increased evasion, but you're going to lose out on that enmity. It's one of those things where you're probably not going to run this. You might run it in a niche situation, but I doubt this is going to be something where you pursue it and chase it, just because her attack is so low and you're going to be wanting to benefit from her magic. In terms of her kit, I did just go ahead and copy and paste the Howlet stuff here. You could definitely use the Vermilion Sword if you are going sub-calculator, because those attacks, if we go back here, are going to be modified by magic and magic attack. However, you would not want to use the Vermilion Sword with things like Banishka, Blade, or Biosword, because those are modified by slash attack. So that's an important distinction, and it's important that you know that. I would probably run the Lohengrin for the magic up and the magic attack up, or sorry, the magic up and the slash attack up. I think that's going to be best in slot for her. A lot of people are probably going to run evasion builds with her. I honestly would just throw a platinum robe on her and call it good. I don't think she's going to be the best evasion tank out there. Maybe she will be, but I think it's better just for her to take a hit, run in there, and just nuke PvE content. In terms of cards, you can see I actually forgot to take out Tetrasulfid here. But I even forgot to take out the... Oh no, Exorcist cards would actually be fine, because that gives us slash resistance pierce. But just pretend Tetrasulfid isn't here. Rama, or I want to call this the Cuttlefish card. Rama or the Cuttlefish card. Pretty much any magic plus or slashing plus card is going to be great. And right now, any magic based Esper would be good as well. Or any, if you're going for the Spellblade side, any slash attack modifying magic Esper like Igaion or Cactar would be particularly good. In situations like this, I actually find that the Mind Flayer card right now is good as well, because it gives both magic up and it gives Maneater up, but also that's only going to be against human targets, so it's not going to be against any target that you're going to be kind of fighting against. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I know Cheshire and I will be going to bed soon and waking up tomorrow morning to make more videos for you guys. Please remember, if you are planning on buying Visior, do use my affiliate link, dig.gs/coins, or you can use my special offer at dig.gs/offer. It is limited time. And make sure you come join our Discord as well at dig.gs/discord. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.